Hey everyone, welcome back to our kitchen. Today we're baking up a fresh batch of orange cranberry scones. These are light, fluffy, and bursting with those orange flavors. So let's get baking. In this batch, I'm using both dry and a cranberry sauce. I'm starting off with my sugar and the zest of two whole oranges that I kind of like rub in together with my finger, get all those flavors out. And then we're going to move on to our flour. I'm using 2 cups of flour. And then we're going to add in some baking powder in our sugar and citrus mix. And then next we're going to start layering. Here goes our baking powder. We're going to layer in some cinnamon. I like to also put a little bit of nutmeg in there, but that is totally optional. And then I have, like I said, we have dry cranberries, and I also have a cranberry sauce that I had left over from Thanksgiving that we're going to be using. For our butter, I like to chop it up into cubes and pop it in the freezer so it's nice and cold when I add it into the batter, or our dough I should say. So we're going to get started with that. And then you want to just use your fingers and break it into the flour mixture so everything is mixed up. For our liquid portion, I have some heavy cream, some vanilla extract, and 1 egg. Just want to give this a quick mix, and then we're going to add it to our batter. We also have a little squeeze of lemon. It's just a little bit more of that citrus flavor that's being layered on top of each other that makes a big difference. And then try to keep everything cool, like your liquids cool, so everything is, at the same temperature when you add it in. And this is a dough that you want to start off slow, not too much kneading goes into it. Just mix everything. You could mix with a fork like I'm doing, or a spatula, or if you want to use your fingers, that's perfectly fine. And then we're just going to empty everything onto our board and finish it off by hand. So what I like to do is kind of like compress everything together and then kind of fold it into each other. Um, if it does get a little too wet, you could add some flour to it so this way it's not sticking. But pretty much just kind of press it together and shape it into the shape that you're looking for. We decided to go with the regular triangular shape, so that works out perfect. And then cut it to the sizes that you want. And we're going to layer on a baking sheet. What I like to do before I put my scones in the oven is we're going to brush some heavy cream on here, but I'm also going to first put it in the freezer for at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Make sure everything is nice and cool. This way when you brush your heavy cream on the top or whatever creamer you're using and put it in the oven, it's still in shape and it will bake perfectly and stay in those shapes. And this bakes for about 15 minutes or so. Does not take very long. Just keep an eye on it. And for brushing your cream, you could put as little as you want or as much as you want. It doesn't really matter. And then to finish this off, we're going to go ahead and add some heavy cream into a container with some powdered sugar, a little squeeze of our lemon juice, and then mix that all together. Once our scone comes out of the oven, you do want to let it cool down. before adding your frosting on it. If not, it's just gonna melt and dissolve all over the place. So let it cool first and then add your frosting. And you could garnish with whatever you'd like. And that's it. That's all that goes into it. Like I said, I'm gonna list all the ingredients for you guys. I'm gonna list enough to make about 12. So if you're looking to make more, you could double the recipe or cut it in half if you want it less, but that is totally optional. These came out perfect. They taste so delicious. It was gone, I want to say, in the same day. But try it. Let me know how yours came out, where you're watching from, if you do it a little different. And be sure to tag us in your posts at Cooking with Rita and Ayden. We just wrapped up our Thanksgiving series, which was a blast to cook and try different things. And we have so much in store for Christmas. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and the like as well. It does help Ayden and I a whole lot, and we do appreciate you guys. So from our kitchen to yours, enjoy, and we'll see you in the next video.